2 weeks of each other.
And that was that situation where like your family doubled in a matter of 2 weeks or something?
Yeah, we
like
each
that?
had a kid, and everybody else we each had our firstborn, and then we all had a kid within 2 weeks of each other, so yeah, the family doubled.
And that would have been, in your brother's case, the birth of Lena.
Yes, and that was in 2002.
And again, after Lena was born, was that something your brother was happy about?
Yes,
And did your brother and you discuss the subject matter of having even more kids past their second child?
yes, he always thought that 2 boys, 2 girls, or, 4 was a good number for him, and I always wanted a little bit more than that.
And you, in fact, have 5 children.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna happen, I guess, according to my wife.
And so there was a time when, after Lena was born, that Rosemary became pregnant,
Yes,
and at some point she had a miscarriage.
she did.
And that was sometime in, I think, the fall of '04.
Yes.
And were you aware, after some reasonable period of time passed after the miscarriage, that they were trying to conceive a 3rd child?
Yes.
And how were you aware of that?
We call it Business Week around our house. That's what Gail used to call it, and Rosie used to,
What's that mean?
like the fertile time of the month.
And how were you aware that Yaz and Rosie were having Business Week?
He told me. I think he was having I don't know, he had to get home early one day, and I know that they were trying again.
And did you and your brother discuss the fact that, in a general sense, over time, I mean, were you aware as to whether he was happy in his marriage to Rosie?
Very happy.
And is that something that you guys talked about?
I mean, life was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, we were happy in the winter of 2005. My mother-in-law passed away. Rosie and Yaz, we all went to Michigan. We had dinner after she passed. That was a sudden tragedy. She was only 49 years old, and I guess we were taking inventory and thinking that we got it pretty good, and we should enjoy life while we were young.
And do I understand correctly, then, he's happy in his marriage, he wants to have more children, but at the same time, he continues to have all of these sexual affairs?
Yeah.
And you were aware of that, right?
Yes.
And did you ever, was there a time soon after their marriage that they lived in Hudson?
Yes, they did.
Yaz and Rosie and Tom?
Yes. I think they were there for a period of maybe 2 years or so, and maybe a little longer, but Rosie wanted to be closer to her family, so they moved.
Okay, and that would have been to the home in Gates Mills?
Correct.
And that's where